The sun beat down on the quiet industrial block, its heat vibrating against the metal doors of shuttered warehouses, when Officer Marina Hale realized she was running out of time. The world around her wavered in a blur of concrete and pain as blood trickled down the side of her face. She had been ambushed during what should have been a routine welfare check. A desperate man cornered by debts and bad choices had struck her with the butt of a gun before fleeing, leaving her slumped against a wall, vision darkening at the edges. What she didn't know was that someone else had seen everything. Someone she never would have expected. A shadow moved toward her, broad shoulders, inked arms, leather vest, yet instead of fear, Marina felt an unexplainable calm as the figure knelt beside her. And that was how a dying police officer met the most unlikely guardian of her life. If you believe in kindness, redemption, or second chances, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Soul Moment Story. Your support helps us spread moments that change hearts. Marina tried to push herself upright, but her limbs betrayed her. Pain shot through her skull, the world tilting again, and she felt a gloved hand steady her gently. The man leaning over her was unmistakable, Ryder Voss, a Hell's Angel known in the region for a reputation as sharp as barbed wire. She had seen his name on reports, heard officers whisper stories of him as a man who walked the line between danger and loyalty, someone both feared and oddly respected. Ryder wasn't smiling now. His eyes were narrowed, studying the blood matting her hair, the unfocused haze in her eyes, and the cracked radio hanging from her shoulder. He could have walked away. Most people would have. But instead, he positioned himself between her and the sun, shielding her from the heat as if protecting something fragile. Marina didn't understand why he cared. She was a cop. He was a biker with a past full of violence and mistakes. Their worlds were not just different, they were designed to collide. But as her breaths grew shallow, she felt a strange shift in him. Ryder wasn't looking at her like an enemy. He was looking at her like a human being in danger. He pressed a steadying hand to her shoulder, and although she couldn't hear his words, his urgent tone wrapped around her like a lifeline. He checked her pulse, swore under his breath, and seemed to wrestle with an inner battle she couldn't name. The street was empty. No patrol cars. No pedestrians. Just the hum of distant traffic and the sound of her weakening heartbeat. Her radio was too damaged to call for backup, her phone shattered in the fall. Ryder knew the area well enough to understand it would take paramedics too long to find her. He also knew that helping a police officer, touching a police officer, could bring heat onto him and his entire club. But when Marina's eyelids fluttered, he made his decision with the force of a man who had already lost too much in life. He scooped her up into his arms, lifting her with unexpected gentleness, and carried her toward his bike. Marina felt the vibration of the engine beneath her as he secured her to him with his arm, holding her steady so the ride wouldn't worsen her injuries. The world blurred into streaks of daylight and wind as Ryder tore down the back roads, pushing the limits of speed without losing control. Every time Marina's body sagged forward, he pulled her closer, murmuring something that sounded almost like reassurance. She didn't have the strength to speak, but she sensed something in him, urgency, yes, but also a heavy sadness, as though saving her meant saving some part of himself he thought was long gone. Ryder didn't take her to the nearest hospital. Instead, he pulled into a small rural clinic he knew treated anyone who walked through the doors without asking too many questions. As he carried her inside, nurses rushed toward them, startled by the sight of a bloodied officer in the arms of a tattooed biker. Ryder didn't care about the suspicious looks, he only cared about the doctor's hands moving quickly, the antiseptic smell filling the air, and Marina's barely there pulse. He stayed as long as they allowed, pacing the hallway with clenched fists, every minute dragging him deeper into a past he tried to forget, a sister he hadn't been able to save, a night much like this one, a moment where he had been too late. Ryder had lived with that guilt for years. Watching Marina fight for her life felt like reliving that helplessness all over again. Hours later, when the doctor finally emerged, Ryder braced himself. But the news, against all odds, was good. Marina had a severe concussion, lacerations, and blood loss, but she was alive and stable. Relief hit him so hard he had to lean against the wall. The doctor told him she was awake enough to ask for the men who brought her in, and Ryder felt something unfamiliar tighten in his chest. When he stepped into her room, the bright daylight filtered through the window, casting a soft glow over the bandages on her forehead. Marina looked at him with weak but steady eyes. She still didn't know why he saved her, but in that moment, she didn't question it. The world had fallen apart around them, yet kindness had bridged the impossible gap. Ryder didn't stay long. He wasn't looking for gratitude or praise. He simply told the staff to call her precinct and quietly slipped out the back door. But his absence didn't erase what he had done. Marina's fellow officers were stunned when they learned who had carried her to safety. Some refused to believe it. Others reassessed everything they thought they knew about him. When Marina was well enough to return to duty weeks later, she found herself patrolling the same streets with a renewed sense of humanity, not just for the people she served, but for those she had once judged from a distance. She would see Ryder again months later, briefly, during a community charity event where he stood on the sidelines, watching his club donate to a local shelter. Their eyes met across the crowd. No words. No explanations. Just a quiet acknowledgement of a moment that had changed both their paths forever. If this story moved you, even a little, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to Soul Moment Story. Your support helps us share real, human stories that remind people kindness can come from unexpected places. Special request, comment, kindness lives everywhere. If this story touched you today, and as Marina watched Ryder disappear into the afternoon sunlight that day, she realized some people don't save lives for glory, they do it because fate gives them one chance to be who they always hoped they could be.